One thing that was super excited, I was never very good at. I definitely
Mhm.
didn't run ads, but I did use social media leverage. You did that really well. And people, I think a lot of roofers are, there's a lot of memes out there like, I'm a contractor. I didn't know I have to be a content creator. It's like that sad
Yeah.
meme. Almost like, sorry, like that's the world we're in, especially
Yeah.
on Meta. Like you got to learn. So tell me, you have a marketing background.
Mhm.
Let's try to break it down somewhat easy for people to understand. You were using your company's ad account. What was the
Mhm.
budget? When were you doing the ads? What the ads look like? What are you spending? Talk about those things. 'Cause that was very
Sure.
interesting.
I could break it down. So I've done a lot of Meta, Facebook. That's kind of my bread and butter for advertising. Long time ago, I started a pressure washing company, and Monday through Thursday, I would work at my regular job, and then Friday through Sunday, I would wash people's driveways and their houses and their roofs. But during the week, I would run Facebook ads. I spent a lot of money on ads that didn't work for a long time until I finally figured out how to get them to work. And that's kind of just the name of the game when it comes to running ads, especially Facebook ads. It's a test. It's like a science experiment. But for me, my process for a successful ad campaign is I want to maximize the amount of ads that I can create that are going to create success for a single campaign. For example, the ad campaign that worked really well for me at the beginning of last year, it ran for like 5 months. And what I did was I just had my cell phone and I went out and stood in front of a house, a 15 to 20-second video. I'd record myself and I do a bunch of takes and I write a script. I use AI a lot to write good scripts. And really, the breakdown of a good script is hook, retain, call to action. There's tons of books that'll tell you a similar version of this. Like Hormozy has hook, retain, reward. Russell Brunson has a different version of this. They say it because it's true. If you look at any ad on your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed, it's all going to have the same formula, which is a hook, a body, and a call to action. So before I go out and I film videos, I will write a series of hooks. I'll write a series of body copy or the retain part, like the meat of the ad. And then I'll keep mostly the same call to action, which is click the button at the bottom of the video, fill out your information. I'll come out and give you a free roof inspection and quote. When I go out there, I'll already have some of my scripts prepared, have them memorized. I'll get in front of the camera, I'll film myself like this. I'll say the ad, I'll bring the energy, I'll do a bunch of different variations of it. I'll come back to the house and there's so many different video editors that you can use, but I'll throw it in there. I'll chop up the video and I'll create maybe 7, 8 videos and maybe I'll run like 4 or 5 of them for a single campaign. The more tests you can do at once, the more likelihood you have success with a campaign. And I think where most people have problems is they put all this effort into setting up their ad account and getting it started, but they don't put enough effort into the campaign or they don't realize the amount of effort you need on a single campaign to actually make it work. And you do need to post a bunch of videos and a bunch of photos all together as a test to see which ones are the losers and which ones are the winners. And I would set up the ads like that. I would run it at $100 a day is kind of like the baseline. Well, I want to be spending $100 a day, mainly because I want Facebook to collect as much data as possible in the initial few days so that I can figure out which ads are winners, which ads are losers. Because once I figure out which ones the losers are, I shut those off. And then all of my ad money can be allocated to those winners. And then the leads will start to
Mhm.
go up a lot quicker. Again, it's just a science experiment, but the real winning formula, like how you actually make it work, is a short, punchy video. I've had videos that are 30 seconds that do well. They don't do as well as the shorter 15 to 20-second videos that really capture attention. You only have 3 seconds to stop somebody in their tracks on Facebook because they're just mindlessly scrolling. You have to stop them in their tracks. So that's the formula. That ad campaign luckily worked really well. For a long time, I was getting like $25 leads and it went up to 50 and then it went a little bit higher and higher and higher. Eventually I shut it off, but that's really the bread and butter of it, from an overview.
Cool.